In this video, we are going to look at the disorders chart, which is listed under psychological disorders and therapy. So I'm going to go back to that module, and I left off here, and I'm going to go ahead and continue working through the module until I get, don't forget again the sidebar resources, until I get to this assignment. And so now we are on page 7, and we see that we have reached the disorders chart assignment. Down at the bottom, we have a preview for this assignment. For the disorder chart assignment, you are going to use what you've applied about psychological disorders to create fictional descriptions of what life would be like for someone suffering from the disorder. Remember, as an introductory psychology student, you do not have the credentials to diagnose people that you know. So you should not use people you know, number one. But you do have enough to describe what life may be like in these testimonies. So these are hypotheticals based on what you've learned from your module in eText. And so I'm opening this up. This is a PDF. If you are having difficulty editing a PDF, you may create a new Word document, and then I would go ahead and recreate this chart if that's the case. And that's how you can respond to your answers. So disorder chart. For this assignment, you're going to write your own perception testimony of what it's like for someone diagnosed with a psychological disorder. You will hypothesize the possible symptoms in diagnosed daily life and treatment options. Remember that you are a student in an introductory psychology class. You do not have the credentials to diagnose people around you, but for the sake of this assignment, you can create fictional testimonies. Scroll down to page 2 to see a list of disorders. You are going to choose 10 disorders from the list to create your testimonies by filling in the chart below. When you're finished, you will submit to the appropriate Dropbox. And so there's a lot of disorders for you to choose from. These are all listed here, so you will choose 10 of these that you're interested in, and you'll bring them back up to this chart. For the first category, you're going to simply just type the disorder from this list that you're responding to. All of this should be done in your own words. Please do not cut or paste for this assignment. In the second column, you're going to respond to this question. What are the symptoms displayed for someone diagnosed with this disorder? In the third column, please describe what life is like for someone experiencing this disorder. And so this is a generalization. You're not describing one person. This is generalization. You must provide at least 2 characteristics with explanations. And then in the final column, you're going to suggest therapies for the disorder and why. You need to provide at least 2 therapies with sufficient explanations from different approaches or perspectives. So if you use the biomedical therapy as one of your examples, you should find something that doesn't have to do with medicine for the second example. And so once you have completed the chart, again, everything's in your own word. Again, these are generalizations, hypotheticals. They are not, you're not analyzing anybody, and you're not analyzing a person or movie or anything like that. Just giving specifics or generalizations rather of the disorder and what it's like for someone to live with it.